All right, everyone, we are here with War 11 against GT40, the War Champs, going in with DKG, LDS, and White Magneto for pre-fights. I've got Path 3 shared in Section 1, Path 6 in Section 2, and a fight on shared islands. So, we already know we got to keep the death count low, but playing opponents as if they have no face. So, the name of the game is to keep our death count low. Starting with Path 3 here. Venom to start out, taking this with DKG. Can't be power burned, so the electric defense doesn't matter here. We're not going to get power drained or take damage from it, power burned or take damage from it. The special lock, however, can come into play, so if Venom rolls an armor up, we're just going to be beating him down and intercepting with special attacks or throwing a special 3. But really nothing special with this fight. It's just don't get hit and don't die. So no real game plan besides pushing him to special 3 and baiting out those special 3 attacks. Big war, so I went in with an invuln boost, whether that be because I don't want to take a special 2 with a bunch of Furies, or if I have to push him to special 3 for whatever reason. Immediately lose that boost right there. But we focus up, get the special 2 here without any Furies, get a decent little incinerate on him here, and just rinse and repeating. He hasn't rolled an armor up yet, so we're not worried, or we don't have the special lock at the moment. Trying to get this next special one out. He does roll an armor up, so now we are special locked. But at this point, we have a bunch of Furies, or we had a bunch of Furies. He's really low on health. So a special attack's not going to matter. It should be with the next set of Furies that we just take him down. Relic into it so we can finish this off, and down he goes. So, like I said, it's not really much of a fight. We move on, Path 6. Omega Sentinel here, we're taking with DKG. I did turn on max recoils for this. The game plan here is to parry heavy, parry medium, alternate until we get clarity up. And in the rotation, it should be about 6 to 5 hits. And then once we have clarity up, we open up the rotation to parry heavy and parry medium, light, medium, baiting special 1 attacks off Omega Sentinel. And then attacking with special 2 attacks. We do not want a special 1 here. The armor breaks count as a nullify, and return policy will give her power. So we are avoiding special 1s. Ends up being a pretty simple fight. This is only a rank 2. However, I did take a rank 3 earlier in the season, and it went very fast. So here, special 2 takes her down pretty much all the way, and then we're going to work in a heavy to get a nice little pause here. And she's just ironically going to incinerate down to nothing. That was it for DKG. We move on, LDS fights, taking this bishop here. Game plan was to push bishop to special 2 and block parts of special 2 and dex back. Keep the healed block up when we can. So once we do push him to 2 bars, we're going to make sure we end with a medium to place the heal block. But while he's at a bar of power and on the way to his second, we are going to end combos turtling into a block so that we can bait out a heavy to push him to special 2 without him throwing special 1. So really, we're just hoping for a nice AI here that is willing to hold their special 1 and throw heavy attacks into my block. And at the same time, when they're at special 2, throw them early, so that if the fight does last long enough for him to gain prowess off of blocked hits from special attacks, that we have the heal block up and it prevents the unblockable. So there was the first special 2. He's pretty much at 50%. So I didn't see this going on to the point where he might end up with an unblockable special 2. The other note here is that using the Vision Relic will do energy damage and therefore build prowess. So I'm avoiding the Relic trigger here. We full dex there, so it wasn't even going to be 3 special 2s. He's actually going to finish right about here on some ruptures while I bait a heavy. So easy fight. And then on to our last fight, the Sauron here on resistance is futile, personal space regeneration. Game plan here is even simpler than Bishops, but this is a rank 3 Sauron on an increased health and attack boost node since it is a shared fight. But it's just to push him to special 1 and with mediums to keep the heal block up as much as possible. Be very aware of whether we have the heal block up and whether or not he has unblockable ready through his prowess. But we're just baiting special 1 attacks and pretty much nuking him down. Due to the duped ability of LDS, he's going to be gaining ruptures like crazy from his healing while heal blocked. So this ends up being a pretty simple fight. Again, as long as you're comfortable dexing this special 1 and then retaliating it. But this is all the fight ends up being. Me pushing him to special 1, me throwing special 1s, me baiting out special attacks. See there, the unblockable was ready, but we had a heal block up. Fully dexing. There we got part of it. It's not a big deal. I didn't even know I could block the first part of it and dex the last 2. Feel like in duels or in past fights against Sauron, I've either dexed the full thing or eaten it. But yeah, this was a pretty chill war for me. These fights went really smooth. I didn't take them as early as I wanted to, but it was fine taking them late. And this just about does it on the Sauron. So that was the end of my war. That puts me at 43 fights on the season with 3 deaths. And then we ended up losing this war, get this, on time. So they died 5 times, we died 5 times. We were done with our war with 5 deaths. They still had maybe 14 fights to clear at 4 deaths. They dropped another, and of course we were map watching, hoping they'd drop another, but it didn't happen. So felt pretty good taking the defending war champs to a tie ball game and only losing on time, and that being our only loss. So that puts us in position fighting for 2nd place. A win next war will keep us in 2nd. A loss will knock us down to 3rd since we've already got podium lock. So been a great season. 1 war left to wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit subscribe, give it a like, and I will catch you guys at the next war or the last war.